Another week, week 9, the 8-0 Chiefs visit 3-5 Buffalo Bills and a whiteout the Ralph. Should be a very exciting game, hopefully, and a big week for the Bills. Will they fall to 3-6 and have their playoff hopes crushed, or will they move on to 4-5 and have a slightly motivated rest of the season for the rest of the way? Again, we have Brandon as always. Do you want to say hey?
How's it going? Big game.
And, let's talk about first thing first. And it's probably the biggest story going into it for the Bills. Who is starting at quarterback? So it's Saturday night. We still have no clue who's starting. Obviously, I think we all want Thad to start, but the question is whether he's healthy or not. So there's Jeff Toole, Matt Flynn. Brandon, my first question of today is, would you feel comfortable with Jeff Toole or Matt Flynn coming in instead of Thad? Or are you kind of in the crowd where they're nervous, they're scared without Thad?
Well, I'd rather have Jeff Toole because I really haven't seen Matt Flynn. And, Jeff Toole got into a rough spot in Cleveland on that Thursday night. That's why I think people, are very questionable with him. He's an undrafted rookie for a reason. And, it's up to Nathaniel Hackett and the running game to really help him out if he's going to start. Same with Flynn, but I doubt it's going to be Flynn. I'd be very surprised if it's Matt Flynn come Sunday. But, again, I really don't think Lewis will play, so it's up to Flynn.
Now, the next part of the offense that is a big deal, Spiller. He's been very questionable the last couple of weeks. I think before last week, you could see the other weeks that his ankle wasn't the best. It was struggling, and I think during one run against Miami, he went off for about 10 yards and ran right off. Now, are you one of those people who he needs to be 100% for him to play? Because I think we saw the other weeks. He made some good plays, but other than maybe one play, he wasn't effective because he got hurt again, and it was a problem for him. So, do you want him to be 100, 110% before he even gives it a go again, or would you like to see him even if he is, here and there?
No, I think he's not. He's hot. He's more healthier than he was last week. I'd rather have, with all due respect to Kendall Gaskins, I'd rather have him than, I'd rather have Spiller than him, obviously. But I think he'll be fine. I don't think he'll be like the Miami game. I think he'll see more percentages of snaps going his way, and obviously you have Fred. So you got to balance it out, especially with him coming back and they're facing an elite defense, in my opinion.
And no question that tomorrow they need to start off quick, and I think the last couple of weeks you've seen this offense struggle for a good portion of the game at some points. It seems like the last 2 weeks, the whole second quarter and early third quarter, it's just struggling. So they're going to need to start off quick and keep that up if they're going to stand a chance against this Chiefs team. And I know this Chiefs team gets the rep of playing below average teams, and they're not really that impressive in the games, but none of that matters coming up into tomorrow. There's so much parity in this league that anyone can beat anyone, and it's really how much you can play. And let's move on to the other side of the ball, the defense. The defense last week, I think, for the most part, I thought played awesome for the most part in the first half, and then you saw it start to slide down when the offense started to slide down last week, and I think that was kind of expected when you saw the offense starting to struggle. Do you have any worries? Do you have any? Jamal Charles is, shaken up kind of to it with Spiller. So, do you see any significant problems with this, or do you think that the defense can, really cause havoc for their offense?
Well, Alex Smith really doesn't throw past 6 yards. He's in kind of that window. They usually do, the quick, some screens, some slants. But, yeah, Charles, you have to contain him, obviously. And I think Gilmore will be on Bo. So, hopefully he can take him out. Gilmore was awesome last week. Shut down whoever he was on, and he was on multiple wide receivers. That leaves us to Donnie Avery and a struggling Leotis McKelvin. But there's a difference between Drew Brees and Alex Smith. So I think a lot of that was on Drew Brees' part, making those quick reads and getting the ball out on McKelvin. So hopefully it's a better day for McKelvin. But basically, this game I think is up to the defense. I think they're capable of holding them under, let's say 14 points. You never know. But I think the main vocal point of their offense is Jamal Charles and just getting enough done, as I talked about on Friday. And, hopefully they can sustain that pressure that they've been doing.
The Bills have certainly had the Chiefs' number the last couple of years, but I think we all know this is a different Chiefs team. Now you talked about it already a little bit, but let's go to the Chiefs all around, not just their offense, but their defense too. Is there anyone specifically that you're looking on the defensive side? I think, I know that the Chiefs have a great pass rush, and last week I said it multiple times that our pass protection and just protection in general was very, very bad. There's points where people were coming in untouched, and it would, really worry me for other plays where Thad would step back and drop back. So, is that something that's going to worry you, or do you think that the Bills can have their number?
Hopefully. I really, this is a very tough game because of the quarterbacks and, the defense. How well can they play? Charles, he scares the crap out of me sometimes because his speed is so prolific. He can be gone in one game, one play. This. I'm very excited for this game, and this offense. I think, Kansas City does not let over 17 points per game, which is very, very good. And I think it starts with Nathaniel Hackett's playing. I think play calling. You have to keep pounding the ball, keep running the ball. Again, as I said on Friday, and my stance haven't changed on that. And if Toole's in, use those quick wide receiver screens. You have Graham, you have Goodwin. Make Scott Chandler your safety blanket. Use obviously Stevie Johnson as a safety blanket, but more importantly, where has Robert Woods been? And I think that's the difference between E.J. Manuel and Thad Lewis. E.J. Manuel has done very good job with his progressions and his reads. Thad Lewis just goes through one progression and throws the football, and that's where Robert Woods has gone down. He hasn't been struggling. It's just that the difference in quarterbacks. Hopefully he can get going. And, the defense has got to put some pressure on Alex Smith. He can run, but I think, with seriously trying to stop the run and sometimes blitzing, I think they can contain him from running for big yards.
And you talked about Stevie as the safety blanket, and this is just, I'm not really sure. Are they saying he's ready to go? He's healthy?
I think, he'll play.
Because last week, he was smoking his coverage even with his injury, and that was pretty amazing to me. So if we can have him healthy, I like Thad's chances to really do some damage. Any last words from you going into this game?
Not really. I'll have it tomorrow morning, but the crowd has to be obviously on their feet, and noise does play a huge factor in NFL games. Again, the play calling, I cannot stress that enough. I think it's been really good all season long. You can say it's predictable, but Nathaniel Hackett has been doing a great job for his first year as offensive coordinator, and also Mike Pettin in his first year here. Mario Williams should have a big game. Darius has been great against the run. He's going to have to be good. Kyle Williams had a good game. So basically a whole team game defensively. I think they can hold them under 17. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Hopefully the Bills can surprise the NFL world.
And the Chiefs fans around have been saying this past week that this is going to be an easy win. 9-0, here they come. But I think this Chiefs is not really an 8-0 team. I think they can easily be beaten compared to anyone else in the league. So, not really an 8-0 team to me, but this game tomorrow is going to feel like it. White out at the Ralph again. Everyone who is showing up to the game better get your lungs and your screaming voices ready, because it is going to be one hell of a game. That's it for us. Any last words again? No?
Not really. Go Bills.
Go Bills. Hopefully we can move on to 4-5, surprise the NFL in a way. To me, it wouldn't really be a surprise, but here we go. Bills. Chiefs tomorrow. Everyone hope it's a great game. Go Bills.